Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Borderlands 2 tutorial guide. And today this one's going to be a little bit different from my usual gameplay videos, because I'm going to be showing you guys a quick guide on how to add modded weapons into Borderlands 2. So obviously with the release of these community patches and things like that have been coming out lately by people like Shadow Evil and a couple of other guys he's been collabing with, they've also been releasing changes to weapons, mods to weapons, things like that, changes of skins. All of it is in one place right now and available for people to download, to save to their computer. This is PC only, by the way, let me state that first very quickly. But yeah, they're now available for us to actually to try out and have a go with, and these guys are working really hard. If you actually check every night, someone's changing something or adding something or doing something. So with that, I thought you know, it'd be a good idea to start off. I will be reviewing all these guys, so I thought it'd be a good idea to start off with a little tutorial guide for you guys on how to install them and get them working yourselves before I actually try them all out myself. So that is what I'll be doing today. I'll try and make it as simple as possible, really, because there is a few people out there that know all this stuff anyway, but for people like me that are doing it for the first time, you can follow this guide and hopefully it'll help you out. So let's get on with it. So to start off with, I really do recommend watching Shadow Evil's guide on how to install the community patch. This is where it all begins, really. Not only does it just change the game, and it really is a great patch, but also in the video he will show you how to edit your Borderlands 2 exe file, and also how to enable console commands, and it's the console commands that we'll be using to enable these little text files to work and change things within the game. So check the link in the description. Do everything on Shadow Evil's video, and that will allow you to know and do more with this whole thing right here. Now, if you do Shadow Evil's community patch video, you'll find this quite easily, but the first thing that you need to do is actually locate your binaries folder. Now, this is your main folder where we're going to put all of our stuff in, as you can see right now on screen. They are the modded weapons that I've currently got in there right now. So it's usually in C drive, program files, ×86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Borderlands 2, and binaries. This is where you need to be for all of your future endeavours. Once in your binaries folder, the first thing I recommend doing is creating a master text file. So to do this, just right click, go to new and then text file, and then just save it as master. You can save it as whatever you like, but whatever you save it as, you're going to have to remember, because in the console commands we're going to be, every time we log into the game, if we want to use these modded weapons, you're going to need to put in exec for execute, and then master.txt will be what I'll be putting, and that will be basically the command that tells the game to put all the mods that you will be putting in this master text file onto the game. So yeah, as you can see right now on the to the left, that is all the mods that I currently have equipped, and the first thing I recommend putting in there is the patch that you've just installed from Shadow Evil's tutorial guide. So he tells you to put exec patch.txt. that will install the community patch. Put that in your master file, and that'll be the first thing that goes in there, and then we're just going to basically, whatever mods we install, we'll paste them underneath the patch in the master text file, and that will load them all in one command. So next we're going to head over to the community GitHub. This is a website which will be linked in the description, where all of the Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel mods will be located. So they're all organised pretty nicely. If you click on Borderlands 2 first, it'll bring you up a list which you can see right now on screen of all the different people who are basically, they're like subsections for all their mods and files that will be put in there. So we're going to pick one at random right now and go ahead and install it. So the one I've chosen for this video tutorial is Dave. So we're going to click on the file named Dave, and then as you can see, this will bring up all the stuff that Dave has done. Now you're going to scroll down till we actually find the one that says Canada.txt. That is going to be the one that we're installing, and it will be basically changing the a certain rocket launcher into the Canada's laser from Borderlands the pre-sequel. So once we go ahead and click on that, this will open the main text file, which we're going to be copying and putting into our binaries folder. Now at the very top of this whole sheet basically is the information that you need to know. So this is telling you that the Canada's laser is a bunny launcher full overhaul. So what this means is to actually get this, once we've executed this little text file, every time we pull out a bunny, it will actually be the Canada's laser. So it's kind of like masking or disguising what previous weapons are in Borderlands 2. They will now become new weapons. Keep an eye on this file because there's sometimes important information, like sometimes you can't just put these files where you want in the load up sequence. They've actually got to go first and things like that, so always read that first. Now the stuff underneath it is just the actual stuff that tells the game what to do, what to turn certain weapons into, things like that, so just ignore it. So the first thing I think is the best idea to do is, as you can see at the very top where it says BLC mods /Borderlands 2 mods /Dave, it says canada.txt. It's highlighted right now where the red arrow is. The first thing I recommend is actually copying that, and then we're going to be taking it over to our master text file and pasting it in there. So now what this is doing is when you actually execute this master text file in the game, it will not only load up the original community patch, which is at the top, but it will also enable the Canada's laser text file as well, so it activates multiple things at once. So after you've done that, head back to the GitHub file where you was on, and now where it says raw, where the red arrow is, we're going to be clicking on that, because once you've clicked on that, this will take you to the actual main page of all of the information and all of the files. And now it's really simple here, because all you're going to do is right click on anywhere on the screen where that information is, and then click Save As. Now you're going to actually be saving this into your binaries folder. Hopefully it will load straight up into your binaries folder, and you can just simply save it there. Save it as the canada.txt, because that's what we've actually just pasted into our master text file. If you change that name for any reason, make sure you change it in that master text file. It must match for the game to recognize it. Once again, if it's not on your binaries, just go to C drive, program files 86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Borderlands 2, and then binaries, and paste it right in there. So that is all done now. You don't have to do anything else except log into the game and then activate the console command for this. So obviously I'm going to be logging in, and there is a normal bunny. I have not executed this console command yet, so that is a bunny. You can see it firing right there and reloading it, and then all we're going to do is go into the console commands and get it activated into the Canada's laser. Now there's two ways to do this. You can just do it single file, so you can actually execute you can actually execute canada.txt for me, because that's what I've named it, and that will turn it into the Canada's laser. Or you can execute the master file, which I showed you about, where you can enable all your mods at once. So I'm just going to go ahead and execute the canada.txt, and as you can see right there, as soon as I click enter, the skin changes on this rocket launcher, and now it has become the Canada's laser. So we'll go ahead and open it up right now, and there you go. It is now Canada's laser legendary rocket launcher, and certain things have changed, not only just the skins, also the stats, and you'll see in a minute when I actually get this thing fired that is totally different from the bunny, and this is now the Canada's laser from Borderlands the pre-sequel, the awesome long-range sniping rocket launcher. And there you go. Now I've got this in the shock variety. You can get this in any variety you want. This is farmable from obvious bunny sources where you normally get them, so tubbies and things like that. But you can also gib it in yourself if you paste the weapon code into gibbed. So there you go. Let's go ahead and give this thing a try out then. Well, for this tryout, I'm just going to take it outside of Southport Steam and Power here in Three Horns Valley, and just give it a good little hip fire and firing. It's so precise, it's unreal, this thing. Absolutely loving it. So yeah, there you go. Anyway guys, that is basically it. Like I said, there's probably a couple of people, well, loads of people out there that are a lot better at computers and stuff like that than me, so this will all be 101 easy stuff to you. But for me, it's a bit harder. I'm not really into the modding and stuff like that. I like using them, but I've got no clue about techie stuff sometimes. So I just thought I'd make this video in case there's anyone else out there like me. I had to learn and follow guides and stuff like that to actually get these things installed. And so hopefully some of you guys out there that aren't quite as good at it as everyone else, just like me, can actually go and get these mods installed and play along. So there's plenty more of these weapon guides going to be coming out. I'm going to go through all of the possible mods, have some fun, have some goes with them, and there's a couple of modded weapons that are actually quite challenging. Things like instant fight for your life if you don't get headshot, sniper rifle, which I'm really looking forward to trying out. So yeah, there you go guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, really hope this has helped, and look forward to some of the modded weapons guides coming out soon.